I'm sorry, but that antipasto salad was almost certainly the nicest thing that's ever entered that home.
You guys asked for the part 2 of the 4th of July drama, and here it is. Hey beautiful people, how y'all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here, and welcome to my channel. How have y'all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is the part 2 video. I asked you guys if you guys want to see people's reaction, and you guys were like, Destiny, do it, and here it is. Okay, so if you don't know what's going on, I posted a video yesterday where I was talking about the 4th of July drama that's gotten everybody talking on TikTok, of this woman that her son's friend's mother invited her to come for the 4th of July party to her family house. And when she got there, the house owner and the family decided to throw her out, even though she came with a big bowl of pasta or salad to the event. She was treated badly. She came online crying, tell her story. And even the lady that kicked her out, she and her husband, the lady came on to explain her side of the story, which didn't make any difference anyway. But yeah, and the whole thing just went really messy, and people has been dragging this entire family, the entire family members, not just the couple that did it, but the entire family members have been dragged. And even some of them came to speak up about the issue and make their stand really clear about what happened. But yeah, if you haven't seen that story, go check it out. I will link it down in the description box so that you can catch up with what people are talking about, what we're battering about. So anyway, let's go check out one of the sister-in-laws' response to this drama, people's reaction to it, and then I'll come back and share more of my thoughts. But yeah, you let me know what you think.
I wasn't going to come on the internet and admit this, but Stasia Hicks, the homeowner of that 4th of July party with the antipasto salad, yes, Stasia is my sister-in-law.
Okay.
Now, before you guys come at me for having a sister-in-law like that, I do not defend Stasia. I have never liked her. From the very beginning, her relationship with my stepbrother, didn't like her. Never liked her. She is like this at every single get-together that my family has. My family literally will change the date of a get-together just so her and my stepbrother don't show up. Okay?
Why though?
So everybody trying to cancel me because she is my sister-in-law, I don't defend that girl. I don't defend that kind of behavior. Okay? My family don't like her. I don't like her. My kids don't like her. Period. Now, for the girl that showed up with the salad, I will apologize for her. I am so sorry that you were treated like that. So sorry.
Okay.
This message is for Stasia. I want to teach you something about Southern hospitality since you clearly were raised in a barn. Now, I grew up in Virginia, okay? And I'm putting on my Southern accent, but I don't actually have one. But I did grow up in Virginia. And do you know what happens if somebody goes to a party and they bring a whole plate full of food and they come in and you don't know them, even if it's your house? You know what you do? You say, oh my gosh, thank you so much for bringing this. I don't think we've had the pleasure of meeting. What's your name? Because why are you so scared of a stranger who's bringing a plate full of food? Clearly, they were invited. They're not wedding crashers. They're not 4th of July crashers.
Yep.
I don't know what your little neighborhood is. Clearly, it's high schoolers who peaked in high school and then went and moved to the neighborhood and thought high school continued when you had kids and shit.
Okay.
But this ain't high school. We're adults. So it's time to start acting like it. So to the lady who brought that beautiful platter, go somewhere else. And if you're ever in Florida, where I am, you are always welcome. I've even got a nice pool down here that the kids can play in. And I'll be happy to welcome them.
I can't believe that lady just showed up at a gathering. It wasn't a party, it was a gathering for sure, just a gathering with people in the neighborhood. They were invited to celebrate like a special day, but it was a gathering, not a party. No partying was had. It was just gathering of people. And she showed up. And the audacity to show up with an invitation. Like, just because you're invited doesn't mean that you're invited. And for you to bring a salad, rude. That was beyond comprehensible. I did not understand that at all. Why would you bring a salad to a party that a gathering that you were invited to? Why would you do that? That makes no sense. It's just mind-blowing to me that the rudeness of this lady to feel so entitled with an invitation to show up and meet people for the first time in the South. Like, we don't do that in the South. We are very rude, mean people in the South.
Exactly.
If you show up at my house invited, I will definitely not give you sweet tea and comfort and hospitality. I will say, have a nice day and leave. Please go. Because that's just rude. You don't show up to people's homes with an invitation to a gathering. It's like rule number 1.
We could all talk about this story until we're blue in the face about what's wrong, what's not wrong, everything's wrong, let's be real. But the thing that I found the most upsetting was when I learned that this poor woman made that mozzarella cheese herself. But all of her hard work tomatoes that she grew in her garden in this bitch. This is like a $40+ salad. She put so much time and effort in this salad, and if you look at her page, she is a cook and a baker and an herbalist. And what do you mean you don't want to be her friend? You bringing this homemade mozzarella I get to try for the first time in my life? You're my friend for life. You can stay the night if you really want. Want to have a sleepover, slumber party? We can bake some shit. You're my friend forever. So yeah, needless to say, those people are just, I mean, at the bottom line is they're just assholes. Because what do you mean that's how you treat somebody? Somebody who was so thoughtful enough to bring a dish. It'd be one thing if that woman was bringing in just a bunch of beer and a bunch of alcohol, didn't say anything, just, no, she quite literally was trying to be courteous and kind and bring a very thought out dish. And what do you mean she made the mozzarella cheese herself? Oh, and also when you post a video and it's saying like she just wants protection for her and herself and her family, and then she tags someone and says, I don't care about that salad, the thought salad with homemade mozzarella, we're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a problem on the internet. Anyway, let me know what you guys think was the worst part about this story. It is still ongoing, which I think is why we can still talk about it even now, because what a wild ride.
What I find funny about this whole Stasia and Jake Hicks with the antipasto salad lady, I see so many white people getting on here to drag them, talking about how they don't have Southern hospitality. They should be ashamed of themselves. And there's almost like a camaraderie. Like, I haven't seen a single post of anyone trying to defend them in any way. But the Hicks, Stasia and Jake, are the epitome of what America is right now. We're a country that's literally dragging people out from the grasp of their little children to tell people, you don't belong here. We don't know you. You could be a criminal, not in my house. And a lot of them were invited in with the opportunities of work that the white people don't want to be doing. They were filling a need, just like the antipasto lady who brought in that rich, nutritious, good food that the party was probably lacking. But everybody can gather around and be in solidarity with this antipasto lady because she's not black, she's not brown, she's not trans, she's not queer. She fits the model criteria of what white people have their heart for. Just a seemingly nice white lady who doesn't fall into the marginalized category that the vast majority of white people cannot accept. And yet when the marginalized communities look for that kind of acceptance, that protective warmth that everybody's rallying around to give the antipasto lady, they're like, no, such acceptance doesn't exist. And yet you are capable of it, but they just have to be white. As much as you want to vilify the Hicks, they are exactly what America is right now. I would love to see how many of these people that are making videos that are huffing and puffing about Southern hospitality voted for that orange man. Who are the Hicks in president form? Because in reality, what that antipasto lady experienced is just another day for a lot of people that aren't white in this country.
I'm sorry, but that antipasto salad was almost certainly the nicest thing that's ever entered that home. Not to be a bitch, but to be a bitch for a second. Was I the only one expecting those Neanderthals to, I don't know, live in a nice house? Also, why do they keep saying you don't have the whole story and then repeating the same exact story? Changing party to a get-together of family and friends does not change that that's a party. And this was white-on-white violence. Something, the math is not a mathing here. I heard one girl say that she thinks that they were doing illicit things. Allegedly. I can't find the video, I just looked, but the woman was making a very compelling argument as to why, as a Southern woman, she thinks that they were doing illicit substances in the house. And that's why the dad was so pissed off from the jump. Because, like, Southern hospitality, since I thought Southerners didn't know a stranger. Like, it just doesn't make sense. The response was beyond disproportionate and so quick. No time for investigation, just immediately became vicious. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying it's something to think about.
Stasia and Jake a break. Every video I see right now are people dragging them. Stasia was just doing what every other girl would have done in that situation. If I was holding a get-together and I walked in my house and there was just some random lady in there who brought a very expensive handmade pasta, I also would not be able to tell, is it just a pasta or is it a weapon? What is it? And then I'm not going to confront her while I'm standing there, risk my life? No. I'm going to go get my husband. And then my husband is going to stand up and be the man that he is, and he's going to handle it. And how is he going to handle it? He's going to go get his mommy. And he's going to tell his mommy that he is very scared and very uncomfortable. Why would he risk his life? We don't know what her intentions were. Was she here to actually watch fireworks and just get to know the neighbors? Or was she here to figure out the floor plan of our house and then come back later and rob our house and take the deer heads off the wall?
Let me explain something to you, you dumb hicks, okay? If you have people over and somebody shows up and they have an antipasto salad, that person didn't need an invite to come over. They brought an antipasto salad. The antipasto salad is the invite, especially if it's this antipasto salad. Look at that antipasto salad. I want to tell you something right now. If I went to the Cherry Hill, New Jersey Wegmans, this shit would be $120. There's $120 worth of antipasto salad. That lady made by hand this antipasto salad. She went to the grocery store. She bought $40 worth of meat and cheese in Virginia. She got a tray. She probably went to the Dollar General, bought a tray. That tray cost more money because of tariffs. She hand-picked tomatoes. She grew those tomatoes herself. She grew those tomatoes herself. Okay. She took her life force, the one life we have to live, and she imbued it into the tomatoes into her garden. She plucked them for strangers. She lovingly cut them up. She laid them out because she wanted to be Christ-like and feed new people. And what did you do, Stasi Hicks? You said, who are you? What are you doing in my house? What did you do, Jake Hicks? You said, who's this strange lady? She's not a stranger. She brought antipasto salad. That's a good person. What, are you afraid she's going to steal? She brought an antipasto salad that's worth more than anything else in your house. It's worth everything more in your house. I've seen every single one of your response videos. I've seen y'all desperately try to do everything but apologize. You got your mom involved? Your mom out of nowhere shows up, and your mom is 40. She's younger than me. Yo, y'all piss me the off.
Why is he shouting? Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about the story down in the comment sections, people's reaction to this. But please, as always, keep it respectful. Yeah, on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought. You guys asked for it, and so here it is. I brought it for you guys, and you guys let me know what you guys think generally. I get some of the response has a lot of sarcasm undertone to it, and I hear for it. Well, yeah, for me personally, this entire story, the crazy thing is that this story is still going on. It's being said, like, let me even give you guys another detail that nobody's really talking about the story, is that it's being said that that particular house that they are talking about, that the house kind of belongs to the grandfather, and the grandfather is not alive, or like the grandfather left the house, and there's like a little bit of tussle struggle about that particular house they are talking. So the house is not really the Stacy and Jake's one, is actually from their grandfather. That's one aside. And then talking about how people should be treated and all that, I just feel like the world is just so intense now with a lot of things going on, and that people don't even know how to meet people anymore. And I also feel like it also has to do with maybe social media or something. Like, people are very standoffish when they like to meet people, to meet new people. Some people are so in their cocoon that they don't want to meet anybody, but that still does not give anybody any right to disrespect anybody. If you see somebody in a space, even if it's your house, and on that day it's not an isolated day where it was just you and your family, other family members are there, the best thing you could have done is to ask, like, who are you with, who invited you, who came, you came here with who, because you invited other family members, and what makes you feel like your other family members will not come with a friend or a colleague or something. So you could have they could have just easily asked her that, and she gave the response. And then if they had an issue with her being there, they should have taken it to the person that invited her, not her directly. So they were all wrong. And the fact that the Stacy lady decided to come and say, like, oh, the life of her families are being threatened and all that she needs some type of protection for her family, and that people should help her with funding so that she can protect her family. I'm just like, wow. People are using anything and any way just to cash out right now. But yeah, so that's the update for me. Can we just be nice and sweet to each other? Life is already hard already. And I feel like the entire family, the Stacey and Jake's family, I feel like they're all getting the backlash, especially with the sister-in-law coming to speak on it. Obviously, everybody's catching some type of heat on it. But yeah, can we all just all be nice to each other and be respectful of each other and just be courtesy with each other? Because that woman even came with a salad, like everybody keep pointing at the salad. That salad looks really great. She even came with a salad, and that's like a warm gesture. Even if you're walking down the street and somebody put a smile and just keep like a smile, like, I know you don't owe anybody that obligation to smile back, but that's like a warm invitation. So being rude about it and kicking out was just not it. Like, life is already hard, guys. Like, let's get over it. Anyway, you guys let me know what you guys think about this conversation down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, colors, share your thoughts. Don't forget to share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that'll be supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.